Assalamu alaikum. Students, in the last video I had explained you about trading account and profit and loss account. Now in today's video I am going to explain you partners capital account and the balance sheet. These are the four parts of capital account: trading account, profit and loss account, partners capital account and the balance sheet. In 11th standard we did not prepare partners capital account because in 11th standard we had sole proprietors final account. In 12th standard we have got partnership final account. So we have to make partner capital account. You cannot, if you don't want to make the partners capital account, that is also alright, but you will have to show everything on the liability side. So that sometimes becomes very congested. Liability side becomes very congested. The amount does not appear very fine over there. So it's better to make the partners capital account and you can pass the entries respectively. Now starting with partners capital account. Since it is an account, it will have debit effect and credit effect. Partners, say for example, there are two partners, Anil and Sunil. So we make a combined capital account, Anil capital account, Sunil capital account. So this is debit side of Anil and this is credit side of Anil. This is Sunil's Sunil capital account debit side. This is Sunil's capital account credit side. Now in the trial balance you are given capital of Anil and Sunil. So where to write capital of Anil and Sunil will be given on the credit column of trial balance. So from the trial balance credit side, Anil and Sunil's capital will be picked up and you will show it on the credit side of partners capital account. Say for example, Anil capital is 50,000 and Sunil's capital is 60,000. So you will write the amount in the respective column, Anil column 50,000, Sunil's column 60,000. And since it is the capital at the beginning, so you will write by balance brought down. Remember, it is a capital account, but in the capital account you cannot write by capital account. You have to use the word by balance brought down. It is the opening balance. Okay, so by balance brought down it is the opening balance. Sunil's capital is 50,000. Anil's capital is 50,000. Sunil's capital is 60,000. Now there will be certain adjustment given in the question. So the salary to partner. So what is this? Sometimes the businessman, Anil and Sunil, they will work for the business and at the same time they will draw salary from the business. So they are going to draw the salary from the business. They are going to take salary from the business. So since the business is paying them salary, it will become the expense of the business. So it will be shown at the debit side. P&L account debit side, it will be shown to salary to partner. Like that, to commission to partner, it will be shown on the debit side because Anil and Sunil are taking salary from the business. So the salary becomes the expense for the business, so it will be shown on the debit side of P&L account. At the same time, it will be shown on the credit side of partners capital account. Say Anil has taken salary of rupees 4,000. So I will write in Anil's column, I will write 4,000 as salary. And in P&L account, I will write 4,000 as salary to partner. It is an expense, so I am showing it on the debit side of P&L account, and Anil is receiving the amount 4,000. I am showing it on it is his benefit, so I am showing it on the credit side. Like that, Sunil has taken commission from the business. Sunil has taken commission from the business. So the business is paying 3,000 to Sunil as commission. So it is the expense of the business. So here it will be written to commission to partner rupees 3,000, and this is debit side, this debit effect. At the same time, the 3,000 will be reflected in Sunil's column as commission to partner 3,000. Okay, so one adjustment, salary to partner or commission to partner, it will have two effects. The P&L account debit side because it is an expense for the business, and partners capital account credit side. Now the next one is interest on capital. The first line you are showing the opening capital, the opening balance of capital 50,000 and 60,000. On that balance, on that capital balance, you are going to pay interest. The business is going to pay interest to the partner. The business is going to pay interest on capital to the partner. So business is paying. Because the business is paying interest to the partner, it is an expense. It is an expense for the business. So interest on capital will be shown on the debit side. Interest on capital is shown on the debit side because business is paying interest to the partner. So at the moment, the interest on capital is expense for the business. So interest on capital is written Anil rupees 2,500, Sunil rupees 3,000 on the debit side. And this is the debit effect, and you have to give the credit effect. So partners capital account credit side, Anil column 2,500, Sunil's column 3,000, it is shown. So balance, by balance brought down, it is the opening capital. Interest will be charged on that balance, 50,000. Say interest on capital is given at 5%. So 50,000 ka 5% will be 2,500. 60,000 the opening balance, and 5% on that will give you 3,000. So 2,500 is received by Anil, 3,000 is received by Sunil. From where they are receiving it from the business. Business is paying it to them. So it is expense for the business shown on the debit side of P&L account, and it is benefit for them. They are receiving, they are getting the benefits. It is shown on the credit side of partners capital account. So these are certain adjustments. These are the three adjustments that are given in the question: salary to partner, commission to partner, interest on capital. The last one is net profit. Net profit, where are you getting it from? You got it from the partners capital account debit side. So in the last video I told you the balance that you get in the P&L account and the debit side. Balance on the debit side that you get is called net profit. That net profit is divided into two partners, Anil and Sunil. Since it is partnership final account, you have to divide the net profit between two partners. So here we got the partners net profit, and we are dividing it into between the partners Anil and Sunil. This is the debit side of P&L account. It is the debit effect. We have to give the credit effect now. So where are we going to give the credit effect? It will go in the credit side of the partners capital account. Debit side P&L account, credit side partners capital account. Okay, so this side I have explained you. Coming to the debit side. Debit side में partners capital account, the first Anil's column, the first partner, Sunil, the second partner. Two drawings. In the question, in the trial balance, you will be given drawings of Anil and Sunil. So where are you going to show it? Drawings of Anil and Sunil in their respective column on the debit side. In the trial balance, capital is given in the credit column. So you will pick it from the credit column and you will write on the credit side. In the trial balance, drawings is given in the debit column. So you will pick it from the debit column and you will put it in the partners capital account debit side. 500 drawings of Anil, 1000 drawings of Sunil. So you will write on the debit side. Now in the adjustment, it will be given interest on capital, interest on drawings. So from the adjustment, you are picking up interest on drawings. Drawings के ऊपर interest. यहाँ पे क्या था? Capital के ऊपर interest. So where is the capital? On the credit side. So the interest will be on the same side. Where is the drawings? On the debit side. So the interest on drawings will be on the debit side only. Now interest on drawings, it is given in the adjustment. Since it is given in the adjustment, you will have to write two effects, debit effect and credit effect. So where is the debit effect? Partners capital account debit side. Interest on drawings 150 rupees Anil and 200 rupees Sunil. It is the debit column. Okay. Now it is the debit effect, debit column, debit effect. You have to give it the credit effect of it. So where is the credit effect? Partners capital account credit side. Partners capital account credit side. Anil interest on capital, interest on drawings 150. Sunil's interest on drawings 200. The net effect will be 350 in the outer column. Now what is interest on drawings? Drawings when the businessman is withdrawing goods from the business or cash from the business, it is for his personal use. It is called drawings. Now interest is charged over the drawing, on the drawings. If the businessman has to pay interest on drawings to the business, since he's withdrawn the amount from the business, he has to pay interest. It is like a penalty on the businessman. Since he is withdrawing the money or goods from the business, the interest on drawings will be a penalty on him. So penalty interest on drawings will be a penalty on him. So interest drawings pehla line mein, interest on drawings second line mein. It is a penalty on him, so debit side, but it is at the same time it is a benefit to the business, it is a gain to the business, so it will be reflected on the credit side. These are the two items on the debit side. If in case the business goes in losses, then the loss will be reflected on P&L account credit side and the loss will be reflected here. Okay. Now we close one by one. We close. Anil's capital account will be closed first. You will take the total here. You will bring the total in the debit column of Anil's capital account. From the total, you will minus the above the above two items, and then you will get some balance. Okay. Then you will close Sunil's account. On the credit side, you will take the total of Sunil's account. Same total will be brought on the debit side. From the total, you will minus the above two items. There again, you will get some balance. The first one was the balance of Anil's account. The second one was the balance of Sunil's account. Now this balance is called to balance carried out. In the first line you wrote by balance brought down. It is the opening capital balance. In the last line you are writing to balance carried down. It is the closing capital balance. Remember that on the first line you are writing opening capital balance by balance brought down. On the last line, the balance on the last line is called as by balance carried down. Double line ke upar carried down. This balance is of which account? It is the balance of partners capital account. Where do we reflect the capital in the balance sheet? We reflect the capital in the balance sheet on the liability side. In 11th standard also I taught you the capital will be reflected on the liability side. So the same balance carried down is nothing but the capital of Anil and Sunil. It will be shown on the liability side. Therefore I put an arrow mark here. Capital account of Anil, we have taken the amount from the capital account. Sunil's partner, Sunil is a partner, his balance will be taken from the capital account. So the same thing will be brought down here on the liability side. Same thing is brought down here on the liability side as the capital of Anil, capital of Sunil. The total will be taken in the outer column. Then, since I have started balance sheet, one thing you have to remember, partner capital account, it is an account, trading account, partner profit and loss account. These three are the accounts. So they have debit side and the credit side. Debit side you are starting with 2 and credit side you are writing by. But in the balance sheet is not an account, balance sheet is a statement. Remember, balance sheet is not an account. In the board exam it is often asked, balance sheet is an account, so you will have to write false. Sometimes in the fill in the blanks it is here. Balance sheet is an account. Balance sheet is a statement showing dash. Balance sheet is a statement showing the financial position of the business. It is the statement showing the assets and liabilities of the business. Balance sheet shows the assets and liabilities of the business. So starting with, I'll start with asset side. Asset side, what are the assets? Assets are the properties of the businessman. Number one, goodwill. Goodwill. What is goodwill? In 11th standard we did a very brief part of goodwill we had done there. Goodwill. Goodwill is the name, the fame, the reputation of the businessman which he has earned with his own hard efforts. In the market he has got some reputation. People know him, people know the businessman because of his own, because of his good product, because of his hard working, he's developed his goodwill in the market. It is shown on the asset side because goodwill is the intangible asset of the businessman. It is the best intangible asset of the businessman. It cannot be seen. It cannot be stolen. Okay. So goodwill is the asset. So we have shown it on the asset side. Land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, motor car. These are all assets. Now, in the last lecture, I had told you when we were doing profit and loss account, depreciation item had come. I had told you what are the fixed assets, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, motor car, motor vehicle. These are the fixed assets. Over the years, and because of the continuous use of these fixed assets, the value of the fixed asset goes down. So the land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, motor car. The businessman is continuously using these assets. So their value will remain intact? No, the value will reduce. The reduction in the value is called depreciation. Depreciation is given in the adjustment. So what are we going to do? Land building minus depreciation. It is given in the question. It is asked in the question to depreciate land and building by 5%. So we'll write minus depreciation. Likewise, furniture. Depreciate furniture by 10%. It is given in the adjustment. So we'll write minus depreciation. Okay, and we will calculate 10% depreciation, how much it comes. But since it is given in the adjustment, you will have to write it on two sides, debit side and credit side. So where are the two effects? Where are the two effects of depreciation? Depreciation is deducted from the asset. Fixed asset में से minus किया, furniture में से भी minus किया depreciation. And what is depreciation for the businessman? Depreciation is a loss to the business. Therefore, it is shown on the debit side of profit and loss account. In the last video, I had explained you depreciation is shown on the debit side on furniture, on building. Same thing. I've kept the same thing here. Depreciation on land and building minus in the asset side, on depreciation on furniture, so minus on the asset side. But the same depreciation, the second effect will be P&L account debit side because it is a loss to the business. Okay. Then next one is sundry debtors. Who are the debtors? Debtors are nothing but the customers. Now I have to receive 50,000 from the customers. I have to receive 50,000 from the customers. But at the end of the year, I came to know that some of the customers, say for example, one of the value 1,000, they are not turning back. 1,000 customer, that they have taken the goods from me and they are not coming back, they are not giving me money. So what are they? They are called bad debts. They are called bad debts. So from the adjustment I came to know bad debts are 1000. So am I going to receive 1000? No. 50,000 may say I am not going to receive 1000. So I have to minus it. 50,000 minus 1000. Okay. This 1000 is not recoverable, therefore it is a loss to the business. Therefore I am writing on the debit side, P&L account debit side, bad debts में जाके bad debts as per adjustment 1000. In the last video also I have shown it, bad debts as per adjustment, it is 1000 here. It is a loss to the business, so P&L account debit side. And since I am not receiving, I am not able to recover my 1000, so minus from the debtors. Same way RDD, reserve for doubtful debts. In the adjustment I came to know there are certain customers who are not giving me money, so I have created a reserve for them. This reserve is created because maybe I am not able to, I am not going to receive money till the end of the year. So this reserve is created for rupees 500. I am not going to receive money, maybe. So it is a reserve. 50, from the 50,000 I am not going to receive 1,000, I am not going to receive 500. So this is again a loss to the business. Loss to the business, therefore P&L account debit side. Bad debts as per adjustment, and RDD as per adjustment. These two are the loss to the businessman. Therefore it is added here in the loss. Already existing loss is 3,000 and added here 1,500. So it is increasing the loss on the debit side of P&L account, and amount from the debtors is not recoverable, therefore minus from the debtors. The next one, bills receivable. There is a full-fledged chapter in 12th standard about bills receivable. This is bill receivable means sometimes we have purchased goods from the customers, or the customers have purchased goods from us. And in order to have some security, the seller will prepare a bill and take signature from the customer on the bill. Through that bill, the seller is going to receive money. That bill is called bills receivable. The seller is preparing the bill, and through that bill, the seller is going to recover money from the customer. That bill is called bills receivable. Money is receivable. Money will be receivable. Therefore, it is bills receivable. It is our own money that is going to be received in near future. So, bills receivable on the asset side. Investment. In the last lecture, in the last video, I had explained to you investment means we have got some extra money, we have put it in the company, in some good company. There in the company, our investment is given. On that amount, the company will be giving us dividend and all. So this investment is our own money, therefore should be reflected on the asset side. Then prepaid insurance, it is an adjustment. Where is the adjustment? Insurance on the P&L account. In the last video I said insurance paid is 6,000, but in 6,000, 2,000 insurance is paid for the next year. So we have minus it from the P&L account debit side. Minus from the P&L account debit side. But the second effect is asset side prepaid insurance. We have paid the money in advance. That doesn't mean the money has become his own, the company's money. No, it is an advance payment, so it will be reflected on the asset side. Then closing stock. Closing stock is what is closing stock? Closing stock is the remaining stock at the end of the year. Remaining goods in the end of the year. So where do we write goods? Which account deals with the goods? The trading account deals with goods. Opening stock on the debit side of trading account, closing stock on the credit side of trading account. So closing stock will always be given in the adjustment. Since it is given in adjustment, you have to write at two sides, debit side and credit side. So where is the debit effect? Asset side is the debit effect, closing stock, because it is our own goods. Our own goods means assets. And trading account credit side will be given closing stock. Here we write closing stock on the last line because this is our own goods, so remaining at the end of the year. So trading account credit side and asset side closing stock, debit side credit side. Then cash in hand, cash at bank. We have got some cash in our hand and we have got some cash in our bank. Both are our own cash. So that is our asset shown it on the asset side. Then coming to the liability side, reserve fund. I have explained you capital. This amount, Anil's capital, Sunil's capital. Where do we get Anil's capital? From the capital account, last line. Capital account of Anil will give me this amount. Capital account of Sunil will give me this amount. Okay. Then there is general reserve. General reserve means the businessman creates reserve from the past year's profits. पिछले सालों के profit में से some amount is kept aside. The businessman keeps aside some amount from the profits of the last years. From the earlier years, the businessman keep aside the profit. Thereby he creates a reserve. Why do we create reserve? We create reserve in order to meet some contingencies. Which maybe there is fire or flood. So in order to deal with such an accident, the general reserve is created. So there's a reserve, it is shown on the liability side. Bank loan, we have taken money from the loan, we have taken loan from the bank. So it is shown, it is not our own money. We have to, today or tomorrow, we have to pay it back to the bank. So it is shown on the liability side. The bank will demand interest on the loan. So that amount will increase. Loan amount के ऊपर interest भरना पड़ता है, so the loan amount will increase. So I have added here. But at the same time, that interest on loan is an expense for me. It is extra money paid by me to the bank. Extra money paid by me to the bank. So for the businessman, the interest will become an expense. So it is shown on the liability side. Interest on bank loan. It will be interest on bank loan will be shown in the P&L account debit side. I'm sorry, I said liability. Liability side, interest will be added to the bank loan, and P&L account debit side, interest will be shown as expense. Okay. Next one, creditors. Sundry debtors will be on the asset side. Sundry creditors will be on the liability side. Who are the creditors? Creditors are the sellers from whom I have purchased. The businessman has purchased goods. Sundry debtors. Who are sundry debtors? They are the customers who have purchased goods from me. And who are creditors? Creditors are the people, they are the seller from whom I have purchased goods. So I have purchased goods from creditors. I will be showing it on the liability side. Why? Because I have to pay money to them. I have to pay money to them. It is a liability to me. Next one, bills payable. Bills receivable on the asset side, bills payable on the liability side. Opposite. Now bills payable, the sellers have prepared a bill. Since I have purchased goods from them, so for their own security, they prepared a bill and they have taken my signature on the bill. With the help of that bill, they are going to recover money from me. The money is payable with the through the bill. Money is payable through the bill. Therefore, it is called bills payable. It is payable. Bills payable. Money is going to be paid. Therefore, it is shown on the liability side. Money is going to be paid by me. It is a liability to me. So shown on the liability side, bills payable. Outstanding expenses, wages and salary. This is a part of adjustment. This is a part of adjustment where we did wages and salaries. We did wages in the trading account. In the last video, I had told you wages 10,000, outstanding rupees 2,000 added there, and in the outer column we showed it as 12,000. So this was one effect of wages, outstanding wages. Similarly, we had salary rupees 15,000 and outstanding salary added rupees 3,000. So in the outer column I had written 18,000 in the outer column. Okay, so these two were the outstanding the adjustment, outstanding wages and outstanding salary. This was the debit effect. Where is the credit effect? The credit effect is on the liability side. I have written outstanding expenses. What are the expenses? The expenses are two: wages outstanding 2,000 and wages salary outstanding rupees 3,000. Okay, so wages and salary both are outstanding, shown on the liability side. Why am I writing wages, outstanding wages and outstanding salary on the liability side? Because till now I have not paid wages of rupees 2,000. Till now I have not paid salary of rupees 3,000. This amount has to be paid by me this amount has to be paid by me. Therefore, this 2,000 and 3,000 is a liability to me. Okay, so outstanding expenses will be shown on the debits liability side, and prepaid expenses will be shown on the asset side. These are the two opposite effects. Prepaid will be on the asset side, outstanding will be on the liability side. So students, I have explained you the remaining part, that is partners capital account and balance sheet. Partners capital account, it is an account, so having debit column, debit side and credit side. Balance sheet is not an account, it is a statement showing financial position of the business. It shows the assets and liabilities. Remember that. Now I have also explained you this along with the adjustment. Pay attention on this, repeat the video again and again, look at it, look at the adjustment, and simultaneously look at trading account and profit and loss account to have a look, to keep in mind the adjustment. Repeat the video again and again and perfect it. Get yourself perfect in the this part of the chapter. In the next video that will come up later, I will have some problems. I will solve some problems with you. Okay. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.